Isang malaking inspirasyon para sa akin talaga. Kasi, eto ako kasi medyo pasaway ako sa nanay ko Nung ginagawa ko itong pelikulang to, parang sobrang madasalin yung bata. Parang sobrang kapit sa Diyos. Parang sabi ko, grabe naman to si Pacquiao. Grabe yung kapit na sa Diyos. Pwede naman ako maging ganito. Siguro baguhin ko na nga yung sarili ko. Kasi po, pero may mga personal na naman ako na may mga nangyari. Pero nung ginawa ko nga to, medyo mahirap siyang tanggalin sa akin. No? Kasi nag-focus talaga ako dito sa role na to para maganapan ko siya ng maayos. So, so yun, isang malaking inspirasyon talaga si Pacquiao para sa akin. Maraming nabago. Siyempre, yung bahay ko nga, napaayos ko na, yung sasakyan ko na, na-fully ko na. So, sobrang laki ng blessing.
Ganito pala pag ano?
Mainstream.
Sobrang laki.
Ano yata yung apat na indie films?
I do ad from half para pwede akong gumawa sa labas ha. So you know.
Ayun,
Anim na indie films.
So, sobrang saya, sobrang thank God talaga ako. Pati sa staff yun.
Okay, so direct naman as a filmmaker, how did it change? Sir Froy, writing the script, how it changed your life?
Seriously, yung buhay kasi ni Manny, lahat naman tayo nanonood ng laban niya. Pero nung nalaman namin yung mga bagay tungkol sa kanya, mas naiintindihan ko kung bakit tumitigil ang lahat pag lumalaban siya. Kasi talagang na-embody niya yung Pinoy, yung kahit na walang-wala, meron pa rin. Yung meron siya, yung pamilya, yung pananampalataya, tsaka yung pagpupursige. So yun yung wealth talaga na I think lahat tayo vicarious dun sa panalo niya. Kaya laban niya to. Sa process, malaking pasalamat ko kay na Direct Paul tsaka sa lahat kasi collaborative talaga yung filmmaking. And para ma-crystallize yung nakasulat sa papel, nakakatuwa talaga makita mo mabuhay yung mga characters tsaka yung kwento. At saka umabot sa audience na merong ganong connection na magawa. Yan ang take home.
But yeah, for me, it definitely changed my life, personally and as a filmmaker. I learned so much. It was when I was doing the research and when I finally read the final screenplay. It's something I always do, I guess. If it's commercials or movies, is when I read something, I'm like, I have to now do this. Because it's a challenge, And sequence one is, mountain trail going up, raining, and soldiers fighting in the mud. So you're like, I literally for 3 years I was really not sleeping. I was living and breathing this film. It was very, very challenging, but also very, very fulfilling that myself and this great team were able to achieve it. And to hear these reactions from you guys is very inspiring. It just kind of tells us that we told a good story, and it inspires me to do more. And I hope that's the same effect that everybody will get when they watch us on the 15th. Yes, Kid Kulafu, yes, we all know it's about Manny Pacquiao before boxing, but at the same time, it's really just about a young boy who grew up with nothing, with absolutely nothing. Every excuse in the book, he could definitely say that. But what did he do? He still had a dream, and he still made sure that if there was this challenge, he fought it, and he pushed and he pushed until one day that dream came true. And it eventually changed his life, it eventually changed the world. And why not? Why can't that not happen to each and every one of us? We're all born equal, right? Yes, you may be rich, poor, middle class, but at the same time, it's really up to you. Don't let anybody tell you can't do it. It really has to come from you. Because for me, in doing this film, the world, everyone around you they urge you to fail. They want you to fail. I mean, when someone does well, what happens? People hate. People want to bring him down. I mean, that's the world we live in. So you need to have that fighting spirit so that you also can be that champion in whatever it is that you want to do in your life. In Manny's case, it was boxing, right? But in your case, it can be providing a home for your family, about putting food on the table. Those are little victories that actually matter the most. To be honest with you, Manny said something to me that made me realize that yes, we need to do this film. Was in one of our private moments, he told me, Paul, alam mo yung boxing, lahat yan, yung training, Nanakaut ako, nasaktan ako, nakakat ako, lahat yan nakikita mo sa TV, hindi yan masakit. Yung ab workout, hindi yan masakit. Yung masakit talaga po, yung walang pamilya, yung walang pagkain, walang bahay. Yan ang masakit. Kasi na yun, kung nanakaut ako, may pagkain pa ako na ito. Yan ang sinasabi ng kwento niya. Yung talaga what means the most to him, and I think one of the main reasons he's still fighting today is because he's fighting for his family first. And now he's been given this responsibility to fight for a country. And what a great model. I mean, yes, he's not perfect, but what a great attitude. I think if there's something that we can take out of Manny is his attitude, his love for family, his love for country, and his desire to make sure that what you dream comes true. And I want everybody to know that. Yung parang yung hanggang dito na lang attitude, I want people to throw that away. Because no, you can actually become what you want to be, but you gotta work hard. Faith in God, love from your family, and hopefully the youth and everybody gets that. And when they leave the cinema, they'll wanna be a little champion as well in their own little lives. So, yeah.
And foremost yung love of God niya talaga.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So faith in God. I mean, and because of the mother. I mean, the mother instilled that faith in him, every day. I mean, there's some cuentos that, actually another story that we didn't really show in the film is that Mommy di every day 3 a.m. gising sila, pray tayo, pray. That's just something that she wanted to do, and it's
So
just
he's
a
a
great
prayerful
inspiration.
even when he was growing up.
Yeah, that's actually, I mean, when you talk to Manny now, yeah, there was a point of his life, and maybe the last 5-7 years na medyo na pasaway siya.
Yeah.
But he always says, I came back to God. He never left. He just, I come back. God never left him. He's the one who he left. He was the one who left. God was always there for me, sabi niya. But it was me who left. Pero bumalik ako.
At umiiyak siya every time kinikwento niya yung pagbabalik love niya sa
Thank you for that question.
Okay, the last question will come from, okay, go ahead please. Can you share the mic? Thank you.
Good afternoon there, and congrats sa buong cast ng
Did you like it?
Sobra.
Yay!
It was really a great movie talaga, which we believe na you'll be getting some nods sa ibang film festival. So my question is, ilalaban niyo ba to sa ibang film festival, and
Oscar.
when is this?
You first heard it from Mommy Janisha. No, definitely. We do have actually several invitations from
as early as
international film festivals. But as much as from my previous films that I produced and directed, the film festival circuit is always great. But I wanted the Filipinos to see this first. I think that's what also Manny wanted. And so that's why we're going to show it here first on April 15. And then yes, I think in May we're going to announce our first film festival and several others after that. So it's great that we're getting that kind of support. It's also going to be shown, Star Cinema will also be showing this in US and Canada on April 24th. So we have TFPC screenings, and hopefully then in the Middle East and Europe to follow. But yeah, I mean, for me, my invitation actually there is, and yes, we want the film to do good, of course, as producers, Star Cinema, 10/7, we want the film to do good. But at the same time, for the last, 10, 12, 15 years, Manny has really been such the flag carrier of our country. He's given pride to the Philippines. Everywhere you go around the world, foreigners, Philippines, Manny Pacquiao, almost synonymous, diba? So parang my urge and my invite to everyone is, in our own little way, let's go to the cinemas on April 15 and show our support for Manny this time, diba? And so that maybe when he hears the news on TV Patrol na naging successful ang pelikula niya, it will be a little extra motivation when he knocks out Mayweather on May 3. So yeah, please support the film.
At saka when you write about this, please mention